Fire, 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 fire.
When it comes to health,
Why are people so healthy in Japan? Smaller portion sizes. I can already answer that without even looking at the video. Yeah, smaller portion sizes.
weight, of course, is not everything.
American portion sizes are
there are so many
insane.
health complications from being overweight or obese. It's safe to say that Japan, with an obesity rate of 3.5%, is
Not just that,
healthier
I would
than
say it's a
America, with an obesity
massive
rate of
portion.
30%. Japan isn't perfect. It has found itself on the 2012 top 50 list for cancer rates, but it comes in the bottom of that list at rank 48, while America is at rank number 6. I'm contrasting Japan with America simply because these are the two countries I've lived in. Last time, I argued that convenient access to reasonably healthy food in Japan helps people stay thin.
Yeah.
But what else contributes to health? In my last video, a lot of comments pointed out that in Tokyo, you end up walking everywhere, which is true and should help people stay lean. Also, walking while eating is generally frowned upon, so more walking means less snacking. Public transportation here is impressively convenient and reliable. If you're traveling around Tokyo, your destination is almost within a 20-minute walk from that area's train, subway, or bus station. However, this is just Tokyo. Such a population-dense part of Japan with highly organized public transportation, unsurprisingly, has the lowest rate of car ownership in Japan.
Yep.
What's interesting is that the average body mass index doesn't change too drastically prefecture to prefecture. And higher car ownership doesn't particularly correlate to higher body mass index. That said, more walking surely helps people stay leaner and healthier.
40-hour working days? Yeah, that's a big factor, actually.
Next, the portion sizes in Japan are definitely smaller. Here's what some typical lunches look like.
That's more than enough for me.
When I first came to live in Japan in 2010, I remember always being a little disappointed with the size of the meals. Of course, bigger portions and even all-you-can-eat places are available, but since food is more expensive here, I had to just get used to eating less food. In 2014, people spent on average about 13.5% of their income on food, which is more than twice what people in America spent. In 2013, 3,682 calories were consumed per person per day in America, but it was only 2,726 calories per day in Japan.
So 1,000 less.
People typically spend more money for less calories. Although, cheap calories from the sugar in soda is probably a factor here, as Americans consume more than 5 times the amount of soda Japan did in 2011.
Love some soda pop.
The food being eaten here is of course different. You may have noticed in the clips I just showed that everything comes with rice. The Japanese diet is by no means low carb. But while Japan and America eat about the same amount of the two grains wheat and rice combined, Japan eats about half as much wheat as America. Cutting out wheat or gluten is usually suspected to be only a fad, but gluten, found in wheat and not rice, has been shown to have some unique properties. This 2012 Brazilian rodent study, for example, found that putting just 4.5% wheat gluten in the diet increases body fat, inflammation, and insulin resistance. Work by Dr. Alessio Fasano and his team has shown that the gliadin protein of gluten, through the stimulation of a protein called zonulin, opens up the spaces between the epithelial cells in your gut. This allows gliadin fragments to leak through the gut into the bloodstream, provoking an immune response and inflammation. However, since the reaction to gluten differs person to person, and the science is relatively new and complex, it's hard to say by what degree wheat is worse than rice, or how much wheat is too much. Next is the regular consumption of fermented foods in Japan. Elia Mechnikov, winner of the 1908 Nobel Prize in Medicine, was the first to propose the theory that lactic acid bacteria are beneficial to human health. He suggested that oral administration of cultures of fermentative bacteria would implant the beneficial bacteria in the intestinal tract. As research on the gut microbiome develops, the health effects of certain gut microbes and bacteria are becoming clearer. A transplant of the microbes from one overweight woman to another woman caused the receiving woman to become obese.
I eat yogurt pretty much every day, and it's low-fat yogurt with like actual cultures on them, so yay!
And it's been found that transplanting microbes from a confident mouse to an anxious mouse will make that anxious mouse more confident. It's estimated that there are 500 to 1,000 species of bacteria just in your gut, and it's important to take care of the right species of these bacteria. There's even research showing that certain microbes produce certain neurotransmitters. And fermented foods are supposed to support the microbes that we do want to have. Plenty of fermented foods have been part of the Japanese diet for a very long time. There's natto, soy sauce, miso, fermented fish, and tsukemono, which is pickled vegetables.
I love pickled vegetables.
Kimchi, a fermented food traditionally from Korea, is also widely available in Japan. Fermented foods like these are very easy to find at the supermarket, and it's common to get a side of Japanese pickles with your meal. The next point is balanced meat consumption. In 2017,
by microbes of a calm person, I think there are like ass butthole transplants or something like that. Like they take the poop out of like an athlete and then put it into an unhealthy person. They cost like thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's supposed to help you. It's all like fucking pseudoscience, but apparently, yeah, fecal transplants are real because they believe it helps you.
Consumption in the US per capita was 98.4 kilograms.
Based on take my shit.
Kilograms
well, you're not LeBron James, but yes.
Were consumed in Japan. American people per capita ate only 7 kilograms of seafood in 2015.
I fucking love
while Japanese people ate 27.3 kilograms of fish and fish products in 2014. If the meat everyone was eating was antibiotic-free grass-fed meat, high meat consumption might not be a bad thing. But in any case, we can agree that a higher fish intake is generally good for you. And I don't think it would surprise you to hear that it's really easy to get fish wherever you are in Japan.
Yep.
But there's
an island, so yeah,
that might be a factor. It's the muscle meat to organ meat ratio. Organ meats have not usually been much of a component in the American diet. During World War II, people were encouraged to eat organ meats as part of the food rationing effort. Articles like this one in this 1943 issue of Time magazine sold organ meats as highly nutritious and explained how to cook them. The effort had some success in changing people's views on organ meats, but the effect didn't last much longer than the war itself. This is unfortunate because, as the Time magazine issue shows, organ meats are rich in certain vitamins that muscle meat is not, and glycine, an amino acid found in skin, cartilage, and connective tissue, has several important health benefits. From being an anti-inflammatory to improving skin elasticity, improving insulin response, and it has been shown to ameliorate oxidative stress and lower blood pressure. This study found
organ meat is
30%
tasty.
Increase in
raw meat is tasty
by restricting methionine, an amino acid found in muscle meat. Or you could get a 30% increase in lifespan by supplementing glycine. Glycine supplementation also reduced fasting blood sugar, fasting insulin, and even triglycerides. So it looks like the potential negative effect from eating too much muscle meat can be counteracted by simply consuming more of things like skin, cartilage, connective tissue, and bone broth. Now, in America, you can surely find organ meats in some supermarkets, but in my 20 years in America, organ meats were rarely on the menu, though chicken skin is easy to find.
British.
Over in Japan, organ meats aren't eaten every day, of course, but they are more common. You can find them at the supermarket or at barbecue places, and horomonyaki places specialize in organ meats.
Tongue soup. Looks yummy.
You can also get them on skewers at yakitori places.
Actually, not bad. I want some. I'm hungry, chat.
Pork.
Who recommended this video? Now I'm hungry.
Cuisine, and they don't waste much of the animal.
I'm fucking hungry now,
Another thing is green tea.
Look at all this organ meat.
Green
Yum.
tea has been found to have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and anti-cancer effects, as well as blood sugar.
I love green tea. Green tea's yummy.
Catechins in it. Though I'm betting green tea being healthy isn't new information to you. Back when I lived in the States, the reason drinking it didn't become a habit was that it was simply annoying to have to buy it at the supermarket and then come home and make it. Here, pretty much any restaurant serves it, sometimes for free.
Liver and onions? I fucking hate liver.
Many vending machines prevalent throughout the country.
My parents made me eat liver and onions when I was a little kid. I hated it.
Green tea and other teas is that it keeps people from drinking sugary sodas. Here, I rarely see people drinking soda with their meal, but I see people drinking tea all the time. One last point is the food being served to young children. In Japan, school meals are planned out by a nutritionist, cooked mostly from scratch from local ingredients, then served in the classroom by the students, and eating manners are taught by the teacher. The only drink allowed is milk, so students can't be drinking juice or other sweet drinks. The meals aren't always perfect, but they're a lot better than what I remember getting from the cafeteria in grade school in the States. There's plenty more things about
disgusting
Japan I haven't mentioned here. Some that I even expect.
It should be a fucking war crime to serve that shit to kids. Not even kidding. But here we are because fucking lobbyists and shit.
Would be bigger determinants of health, like the consumption of processed foods, sugar, and processed corn, seed, and soy oils.
It's healthy for you? No, it's fucking not.
Eat a lot more food.
What are you talking about?
Products.
American cafeteria food? You're capping so hard.
Japan's food culture has contributed a lot to health over here, and I expect more could be learned from looking at other countries' food environments.
Good. I hope so.
This video was sponsored by Audible,
I know I was about to say, American cafeteria food is dog shit.
I've gotten a lot of comments before asking about my research process.
British cafeteria food isn't that much better either from what I've heard, but it's still better than American. Varies because different schools, different standards. I would say a vast majority are very, very unhealthy and gross. We had pizza and a bunch of unhealthy stuff in England before Jamie Oliver changed it. Yeah, they tried to change it in America too.
And honestly, most of it is just reading all the time and taking notes. Most
it was Michelle Obama, but she didn't really.
Audible.
She tried,
I usually set the
but
playback speed to twice
kind
as
of
fast.
got a lot of backlash.
And when I come across a bit that sounds important, I use the bookmark function to leave
Thanks,
a note so I can come back
Obama.
to that point later.
No.
Of course, Audible isn't just for nonfiction. They have an unmatched selection of all kinds of audiobooks, original audio shows, news.
Do you play
and more.
Riftstorm? No.
I particularly enjoyed the book Missing Microbes by Dr. Martin Blaser. The book came in handy while working on my last video on the microbiome, and it was just a really interesting and enjoyable listen about the repercussions of using antibiotics too much. If you'd like to check it out, go to www.audible.com
www.nuts
or text what I've learned to 500 500 to get an exclusive 30-day free trial and one free book.
Boom! What I've learned. Nice video. So we need to eat rice, fish, pickles, and keep the skin on chicken? Yes. And reduce our portion sizes as well. I'll be right back. Good video though. What are we having here? Some places sell peeled oranges too. Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. It's so lazy. Convenience? I find that so stupid. I don't even get it. Proper chippy down by the docks in England is where you will get the best fish and chips. True. Is it true most chicken in the USA is skinless? No, I don't think so. Like I buy skinned like chicken all the time. No, I don't think that's true. I go to the supermarket and I see chicken with skin on it all the time. I just think that people... This one guy said most prefer skinless. Yeah, are you gonna listen to one guy? You just got one guy. Depends on what you're cooking. I can't find any that are flies. I see them all the time in the supermarket. I think it depends on the place or where you shop. Here in Denmark, the chicken is skinless. Again, I think like you have to know where to go. No, but incorrected. Well, that's because like, you know, the majority of people don't live in America in my chat. They live in EU, Canada, SEA. Some people live in different states. I think it also depends on what state you live in too. America. That's right. Like, I buy whole chickens. You can call me one guy, but I still can't find any, so I can only attest to my findings. Yeah, I'm saying, like, it's anecdotal. Whole chickens are great, then you can make homemade chicken stock of the rest of it. Yeah. Breast is the easiest to buy when I want to be lazy. Yeah. Me too. Chicharron is so good. It's so bad for you, but it's so tasty. Chicharron is delicious, but it's so unhealthy. It's really, really unhealthy, especially like all the time. But yeah. Making homemade chicken soup with the whole chicken is so good, but so tedious. Yeah, it can be. Stick it in the oven, nice lazy meal. Yeah. I've had chicharron before. It's so fucking good, but it's so unhealthy. It's literally just fatty pig skin. A little unhealthy food is fine if it makes you happy. Yeah, but like then you're like, I really want some more, and then you like have to control yourself. Chicken became so expensive in EU. It's pretty cheap over here, I would say. Pork is really cheap in America because people don't really eat pork. It's kind of like outside of bacon, pork is pretty cheap. Yum. Chat, you're making me hungry. Potato chips are bad because they have a chemical in them that makes you want to keep eating them. That's called salt. That's called salt. You realize salt makes you want to keep eating, right? It's not the chemical. Salt makes you like thirsty and want to keep eating. Yeah, it's like a thing. Yummy salt. Some people want to eat because they're dirty animals. Yeah, it's a religious thing. But in America, it's more so that they don't really eat pork products, like outside of maybe like pork chops and stuff. Salt, you mean MSG? No, I mean salt. Like, what? You still have BRB? Oops. Yeah, you're right. Oopsie doopsie. MSG is a salt? Yeah, but I mean like salt. Not monosodium glutamate. I mean sodium chloride. You fucking clown. Table salts. Don't fucking get sassy with me. I get it, yeah. MSG's fine? Yeah, I love MSG. I love putting it in stir fries and stuff. It's awesome. It's delicious. Or some fried rice. Oh, so good. She get it? Shut up, Frenchie. Stinky. Chicky fried rice? Yeesh. Yes, shit. Mommy. Piss, piss, piss. Shit. Piss, 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 piss. Fuck. Fucking shit on. Calm. Piss myself. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Piss, fuck, piss, 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 fuck, fuck, piss, fuck, piss, fuck, piss, 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 fuck.